Unit 14, The Biggest and the Best. Page Exercise 2. Conversation. Describing countries. Listen and practice.
I'm going to Australia next year. Aren't you from down under, Kelly?
That's right.
I hear there's not much pollution and the beaches are clean and beautiful.
Oh, yes. Australia has some of the most famous beaches in the world, like Bondi Beach.
What else should I see?
Well, the Great Barrier Reef is there. It's the longest coral reef in the world.
Wow! It sounds beautiful. You're lucky to be an Australian.
Thanks. But actually, I'm a New Zealander.
Page 87, Exercise 3. Grammar focus. Comparisons with adjectives. Adjective, comparative, superlative.
Large, larger, the largest.
Longer, the longest.
Dry, drier, the driest.
Big, bigger, the biggest.
Beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful.
Famous, more famous, the most famous.
Good, better, the best.
Bad, worse, the worst.
Which country is larger, Canada or China?
Canada is larger than China.
Which country is the largest, Russia, Canada, or China?
Russia is the largest country of the three.
What is the most beautiful mountain in the world?
I think Fujiyama is the most beautiful.
Exercise 4. Pronunciation. Questions of choice. Listen to the intonation of questions where there is a choice. Then practice the questions.
Which country is bigger, China or Russia?
Which is the largest desert in the world, the Australian or the Sahara?
Which country is the most interesting, Korea, Brazil, or France?
Page 89, Exercise 7. Listening. TV game show. 3 people are playing a TV game show. Listen to each question and check the correct answer.
Our contestants this evening are Jack, Susan, and Jonathan. And now, contestants, let's get right to our first question. Question number 1. Which is the oldest? The Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, or the Empire State Building? Jack?
The Statue of Liberty is the oldest. They built it in 1886. They didn't build the Eiffel Tower until 1889, and the Empire State Building until 1931.
That's correct. Question number 2. Is a Concorde airplane bigger than a 747 or DC-10 airplane? Susan.
No, a 747 is the biggest. It carries up to 500 people. The Concorde only carries about 100 passengers and a DC-10 about 300 people.
That's right. Question number 3. Which is the heaviest? A pound of gold, a pound of butter, or a pound of feathers? Jonathan.
They all weigh the same.
Yes. Question number 4. Which country is the largest? The U.S., China, or Canada? Nobody knows? Does anybody want to guess? Jack.
China is the largest.
No, sorry.
Oh, shoot.
Jonathan.
Canada is the largest.
Correct. Question number 5. Which is the biggest city? Moscow, New York, or Shanghai? Susan.
New York is the biggest. It has over 14 million people. Shanghai has about 13 million, and Moscow has about 10.
Correct. Question number 6. Smallest. Australia, Argentina, or Brazil? Susan.
Argentina is the smallest.
That's right. Okay, contestants, the winner is...
Exercise 9. Conversation. Distance and measurements. Part A. Listen and practice.
So what's New Zealand like?
Oh, it's beautiful. It has lots of farms, and it's very mountainous.
Mountainous? Really? I didn't know that. How high are the mountains?
Well, the highest one is Mount Cook. It's about 3,800 meters high.
How far is New Zealand from Australia?
Well, I live in Auckland, and Auckland is about 2,000 kilometres from Sydney.
Well, maybe I should visit you next year too.
That would be great.
Page 90, Exercise 9, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What are some things New Zealand is famous for?
Tell me a little more about New Zealand, Kelly.
Well, it has some great beaches. There are some excellent beaches in the North Island for surfing.
Well, I don't really like surfing, but I love boating.
Really? Well, you can go boating in Auckland. It's one of the most popular places for sailing. And you should definitely try jet boating in the South Island.
Oh, I'd love to do that. It sounds pretty exciting.
It is. And there's good skiing in New Zealand in the winter too. Lots of people go there to ski.
It sounds too good to pass up. Now I have to go.
Yes, you do.
Page 90, Exercise 10. Grammar focus. Questions with how.
How far is New Zealand from Australia?
It's about 2,000 kilometers, 1,200 miles.
How big is Singapore?
It's 620 square kilometers. 239 square miles.
How high is Mount Everest?
It's 8,848 meters high, 29,028 feet.
How deep is the Grand Canyon?
It's about 1,900 meters deep, 6,250 feet.
How long is the Mississippi River?
It's about 6,019 kilometers long, 3,740 miles.
How hot is New Zealand in the summer?
It gets up to about 23 degrees Celsius, 74 degrees Fahrenheit.
How cold is it in the winter?
It goes down to about 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit.